What's going on, people? No, no. Do you know what it is? I haven't done it in so long. It's just weird to come back. You know what I mean? All right. What's going on, everyone? Um, I'm back. Not really, but I'm back to explain so much, too much maybe. And if you've been wondering where I've gone and what's changed with me and all this and that, you see, a lot's happened, and I should have addressed this ages ago when everything went down. I didn't because I couldn't handle it. Basically, I'm gonna say everything that's been going on, no lies, just pure truth. Even, what's it? My buddy here, Storms, he's with me. You know,
What's up?
yeah, the guy that's always been in most of my videos. And he, he's here as well to also address some things and as well as, elaborate on what I say. Basically, what I want to start off with is there was a guy by the name of Wisdom, and I've known him before I known Storms or any rest of the other guys, Seb, Steve, Killer, Dean, known him way longer, and he's younger, a lot less immature than all of us, and he has a weird obsession of me, and it's weird to say. Shit, my thing went off. But it's weird to say, but he does. And I don't know if it's hatred or something like that, but from the videos, you lot all think that he was a friend. You lot don't understand none of this. And basically what happened was, we ended up not being friends, and then, a year later, no, actually, I'm not even gonna say a year, a month, no, a couple of months later, almost a year, he messages me back saying, I wanna help you again. And because I'm a nice guy, I let him come back, and I wasn't happy about it. The whole time, I knew something was gonna happen. And really, I was the one really running the whole show. Like, I was really the main person that got everyone together, and we all did things. And then later along the line, me and Wisdom, we both went into an RP together, and we bumped into Steve and a guy named Dean and Killer. We bumped into them, and what happened was, they ended up, they were doing, they were doing an RP. They were doing an RP, and they were gonna be Peaky Blinders. And what happened was, I of course said, how are you gonna be a Peaky Blinder when you're in fucking, America, Western, you know what I mean? Like, I went off of that. Eventually they understood me, they got to know me a bit more, I got to know them, then everything was cool. They were all cool to me, all really fun guys. And then later along the line, in one of the films I posted called A Man That Seeks Revenge, I met Storms. I can't remember how I met you, Storms, but I met you. Do you know?
Through an RP.
Yeah, most like. Oh no, it was through an RP. I think it was in Tumbleweed I met you or something. Like in an RP.
Then we went across the map a ton. We went to the caves and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Wagons.
Yeah. No. Yeah, we did plenty of things, and it's sad to see because I was playing since the beta. I don't know about you, Storms, but I was playing from the beta, and until when I stopped. So yeah, but it's an interesting thing that's happened. So let me carry on. So after I met Storms, this is when everything really got together. Everyone was all chill. There was a bit of bants going on, a bit of banter between everyone, but there always is. There always was. It was always fun. We did like different things, and then I'm gonna have to go on my phone for this. I'm gonna have to see the first film that we made all together. Well, at least some of us, because I know everyone wasn't in the how do I say this? Not everyone was in the same film all at once. Except one. But Yeah, so let me start off. So already on my channel, before I met the rest of the guys, I had a few videos already on my channel. It was Hello Old Friend, Moonshiners, Hangman, Vengeance. Those were all like the really big sort of like, you know, big films that I made, and everyone loved them around the time and stuff. And then after, when I met them, the first film that we did was, well, the first film that I did, right, with them was, well, with you, Storms, actually, was The Man That Seeks Revenge. Then the other one was Agony, and again, it was just me and you, Storms, in Agony. A lot of people dislike Agony. The Man That Seeks Revenge is just alright, in my opinion. Agony, I like the story of that. I like a story. It was good. A lot of people didn't like it. I kind of disagree. Then The Hangman Returns, another banger, had to be done because, you know, it needs a sequel. And then The Moonshiners 2, also another sequel, another great film. And in The Hangman Returns, and in The Moonshiners, and in Vengeance 2, in all of these sequels, those three, they had all of the guys that did the films with me. It had Steve, Storms, Dean, Killer, and me. It had all of them in different films. Like, I know, in, what's it? I know in, what's one of the films? In Hangman Returns, I don't think Killer was in it. Like, I know, but I know you lot were in the sequels, I know that. And then there was the war film, Henry Bowman, 1865. Everyone was in that one, really good one, including Wisdom around the time. And now this is where stuff...
That's the last film he was in.
Yeah,
That was, like,
yeah.
the last film.
Yeah, I was gonna say, this is where stuff gets a bit interesting, because after that film, I made a film called The Brawler. Now, The Brawler, I think me and Dean were in it. No, it was me and these other guys that I met along the way. It was none of you, actually. No, actually, no, Wisdom was in that one. Hold on, let me quickly just look at it. Hold on. Yep, no, Wisdom was in that one. Hold on, let me just quickly look at the credits. Yeah, Wisdom was the only guy in that one, like, out of all of you lot. So in the Brawler, so from 1865, everyone started disliking Wisdom. Everyone was, because
He started kind of being rude to people. He was just like trying to be a jerk, you know.
Yeah, and he was saying like a lot of bad shit as well. Do you remember he said something around the time about my girlfriend? Do you remember that? And then Dean, Seb, Killer, all of them, they all went off. They were like, why are you talking about, you know, Wraith's girlfriend? Like, why are you doing that? For those that don't know, my gamer tag is Unborn Wraith. But yeah, so they were like, why are you, you know, being like that, being, you know, an arse? And then everyone started not really being okay with that. Then in the Brawler, everyone kind of switched off of Wisdom, and I allowed him to come back. And then from the Peaky Blinders episode 1, from the Brawler, like from them, in between that time, Wisdom was going. Like, Wisdom went. Like, we told Wisdom we had enough of him, because Wisdom was taking the piss.
He was the mic of the group, bro.
Yeah, more or less, yeah. And, you know, then we ended up getting rid of him because of the shit he was doing. Like, it was getting bad. And then, for those that question, where did a few of my subscribers go? How come my videos started getting disliked? Because Wisdom ended up getting people to dislike my videos, and also, you know, unsubscribe. And he was doing all of this, and he still does it now. He stopped, but he did it. I don't know, I haven't looked up recently if he's still doing it, but he does it. And he keeps on trying to violate me. It doesn't work, it doesn't get it under my skin. But I had enough, because then he was trying to get people to boot me offline. And Peaky Blinders 1, 2, 3, 4. Then, you know, those films were done, and the same thing was still going on with Wisdom. We were all cool. Then the new film teaser trailer of the Predator. You know, I was just hoping that people got it, what it was. Then after that, we did The Outsiders. The Outsiders was a very good film in my opinion. I liked that. It was just me, Storms, and it was Dean. I think Killer.
Steve was there.
Yes, I think it was everyone again. In The Outsiders, very good one. It was me and Storms being brothers in it, and he was like, it was also taken off of the one film of Mice and Men. Good film. We just kind of took it from what it was a little bit. We took it off of. Then we started the Hawkins gang. Now this is where matter of fact, I am not a bitch, but I did tear up towards the end of this, and I'm gonna elaborate because none of you know really on what this was. So the Hawkins gang teaser trailer. Now the whole time, everyone's out of all of the friend group, we've all wanted a film, like a Red Dead Redemption 2 gang film, just like the story. We've always wanted that. And since I was always being the leader in most things, everyone was like, oh yeah, you're like the Dutch, you should be like Dutch. And I was like, okay, well, you know, why not? And then we had Dean as the bad guy, and we'll get more in detail with that. We had Killer as, you know, the smart guy in it. We had Seb as the, you know, the deadly stranger, and we had Storms as the Arthur Morgan type character, like the average sort of guy. And what happened was later. Now, while making the films, I'm gonna say from 3 to the final one started going bad. Not as in bad in the films. The films were great. This is by far the Hawkins gang and the Vengeance is Here by Mine film are my favorite films. They are. And do you know, it's from 3, Killer was like, I'm done. I'm getting done with this. And Seb was starting losing interest. Dean was losing interest, but Dean willingly wanted to help, and Dean was, you know, like being good with it. Dean was being cool. And then from 4, we didn't even hear nothing of Seb. Like, so, you know, we didn't hear nothing of him. Killer stopped. Then it was just Dean, me, and Storms. Then we finished the film. It really hit me deeply because that film impacted our whole friendship, or like in the group.
People distance us.
Yeah, it distanced all of us. No, all of us. Like everyone got. I distance you. Everyone distance. Then after that, it was just like, you know, what do we do now? Then, for those that wondered why I made I'm taking a break video, it's because of what's happened. And I never talked about it in the video, but now I'm going off. That's what happened, you know? There was a point as well, right, where basically, I'm gonna say this now. Dean, I thought Farming Simulator, that game, I didn't really like it, alright, because I didn't, you know, it's a bit sad. And even Dean felt the same way. He said, nah, it's sad. And he ended up playing the game, and then I was like, you know, why are you playing the game when you think it's bad? And then a whole argument erupted when I say, you know, why are you playing it? I was like, oh, I just wanted to try it out. And then, you know, he started arguing me. And then Seb wanted to, you know, Seb started backing him when I never started. Like, you could say I kind of started it, but I wasn't the one that brought everything into this. Dean then randomly started swearing at me, going off. So I was there like, yo, alright, fuck it. Dean, if you're going to be rude to me, no reason, I'm just going off at something. But I wasn't even arguing about the fact, I was just saying, you know, why are you doing this and that? And then he was arguing with me about it. And I wasn't even trying to, I was just trying to say, why are you playing it if you think it's bad? And, you know, then eventually, you know, what happened was, I ended up getting rid of Dean because Dean just started being a cunt then to all of us. Seb started backing him when Seb didn't even know what was going on. So I said, Seb, you can go too. Honestly, so I let go of both of them, and I couldn't care less. Seb was gone. Like, Seb was actually gone then. Dean, he kept replying on my videos, and I said, what do you want? And then he was begging me basically to get back in. He was like, yo, like, I asked him, do you want to join us again? And he's going, yeah. So this guy basically wanted back in, so I allowed them back. And you know, he came back, and then after that, more stuff started happening, and this and that, and eventually, bottom line is, everyone was gone except me and Storms in the end, and then Wisdom started making everyone think that I was it, like, started making lies about me, started saying this and that I've done, which I, like, you know what I mean. He's trying to say stuff about me, which was complete false, and, you know, no one didn't know what to believe, because everyone started realizing that people were now arguing with me, and they went and joined the guy that they didn't even like. So, you know, it was just weird, you know what I mean? They started talking with the guy that they knew I didn't like and I knew I had beef with. So, they started doing that, so I was like, alright, I'm done. Like, if you're gonna just go to him, and, you know, so I'm done. And then what happens is that's what happened. Storms understood, because Storms wasn't simple, and he came with me and actually understood the whole, you know, thing. And then straight after that, I ended up stopped playing for a while, like a long while. I started playing on a stage where it was just my brother, and I even stopped. I started having fun outside, doing my own thing. You know, eventually I got back and realized Storms was, you know, doing his own thing as well. And then we started speaking again, and then we started playing again. And now recently, you know, we're posting more stuff. So you could say we're back, because we're back. Alright? We're back in business. Come on. Alright? Let's keep this going. I'm not going to stop now. Alright? This is going to be interesting. So here you go. You've got your thing. And yeah, I'm back. So, you know, I'm excited, man. It's been a while.